In this video, we are doing more than just comparing two tires. We are providing a comprehensive analysis of where the Geolander G015 and the Wildpeak AT Trail stand in the world of on-road oriented all-terrain tires. Let's start with an in-depth look at their specifications and design features before I share our test results on their performance across dry, wet, snow, and off-road conditions. Now, before getting into sizes, you should know that Wildpeak AT Trail only offers SL and XL load ratings. So we are not going to consider the LT sizes of the Geolander G015 for this comparison. For instance, if we take into account all sizes of the G015, the average weight comes down to 44 pounds. However, focusing only on the SL and XL sizes, the average drops to 35 pounds, as indicated in the table. This streamlined approach simplifies our comparison since we are only looking at P-metric sizes for both of these tires. Feel free to pause the video here to review this data in greater details. Now, looking at their designs, you can understand why they are categorized as on-road oriented all-terrain tires, as both of them have traditional all-season-like 5 ribs, with 2 outer shoulders and 3 internal ones. Now here, the Falken Wildpeak AT Trail comes with a slightly more open design. Its central tread area showcases hourglass-shaped middle lugs complete with various notches and an angled configuration. And the surrounding lugs also incorporate siping but add stepped edges for enhanced grip. The shoulder lugs are pretty streamlined, carry inner and outer biters and wave-like sipes. And although these lugs don't form full mud scoops, they do create a functional V-shaped sidewall lug design. In contrast, the Geolander G015 opts for a sleeker look with narrower central ribs that are richly detailed with chamfered edges, offsets, and various in-groove notches that extend in both longitudinal and lateral directions. Its shoulder lugs also offer the same refined design but are further enhanced with pronounced notches and serrated edges that increase their bite, similar in concept to those on the Wildpeak. In other words, both tires don't have proper mud scoops like those found on more aggressive all-terrain tires like the new Falken Wildpeak 84W or the Duratrack RT. When assessing performance on both dry and wet roads, it's crucial to consider 2 primary factors: overall traction, which includes directional and lateral grip, and handling, which focuses mostly on steering responsiveness. Now, interestingly, when it comes to directional grip, the Geolander G015 stands out as a top performer. Among all the other AT tires with all-weather compounds we've tested, the G015 consistently delivers the shortest braking distances on dry roads, outperforming the Wildpeak AT Trail by a notable margin of 2 to 6 feet depending on tire size. It also excels in wet braking, maintaining high traction levels. However, things slightly change when we factor in handling and overall steering responsiveness. While the G015 is no slouch, it doesn't match the handling of the Wildpeak AT Trail, which is especially noticeable in lab tests. Now, this is because of Geolander's slightly heavier weight and greater tread depth combined with a softer silica-rich compound. These things make the G015's lugs more prone to bending, reducing overall steering feedback. But let's be clear, these differences, while measurable in a test setting, are often indistinguishable in daily driving conditions. For example, on our averaged tests, the G015 was only half a second behind the AT Trail, and this negligible difference doesn't matter when it comes to real-world scenarios. If winter performance is your main concern, then you are in for good news, as both of these 3-peak rated tires are pretty great in both icy and snowy terrains, providing superb traction and stability. However, it's worth noting that among on-road oriented all-terrain tires that we've reviewed, including the Nomad Grappler, Kumo Roadventure AT52, and Sumitomo AT, to name a few, the BF Goodrich Trail Train offers the best winter performance overall. So it's best if we use the BF Goodrich tire as the benchmark here. Interestingly, the Geolander G015 performs quite similarly to the BFG in terms of handling, whereas the Wildpeak AT Trail falls behind with noticeable differences, lagging up to 2.5 seconds in average lap times depending on tire size. And about braking, well, none of the tires here were able to keep up with the BFG Trail Train. On snow, the G015 required about 5 feet longer to stop on average, and on ice, the difference was even greater where it needed over 10 feet more in our tests. However, the tires still performed better than the Wildpeak AT Trail, particularly in snow braking, offering 7 feet shorter stopping distances on average. So overall, it's a win for the Geolander G015 when compared with Wildpeak AT Trail. Though the actual winner is of course the BFG Trail Train here. Ride comfort can be pretty challenging for off-road tires, but the Geolander G015 truly sets a new expectation here. After extensive testing, we couldn't help but rate this tire as the best for overall comfort in our best all-terrain tires video. Be sure to check it out here. Now, the Geolander's construction incorporates softer rubber with greater tread depth, enhancing overall bump absorption significantly. Additionally, it offers a notably quiet ride on the road, characterized by only a low volume, broad tone from the tread, and minimal impact noise. In contrast, the ride with the Wildpeak is notably firmer, but then again, it might appeal to those who prefer a solid, road-hugging feel with less vertical motion, resulting in a less bouncy ride. And yes, the noise levels are also manageable with only a mild growl and slight ringing over smooth surfaces alongside some cavity sounds. Nonetheless, when it comes to overall comfort, the Geolander G015 takes the lead with its superior smoothness on the road. Yet, this enhanced comfort does come at a cost, literally, as it negatively affects fuel economy. This is because the G015's deeper, softer tread flexes more against the road, and that increases rolling resistance compared to the Wildpeak AT Trail. And this added resistance not only lowers fuel efficiency, but also potentially reduces tread life in comparison. So there you have it guys, a detailed comparison between these two on-road oriented all-terrain tires. What do you guys think? Do let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with our weekly uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.